Hi everyone, here's Laurence, and in this video I will talk about computer games as an element of digital culture, and we will analyze games from several points. Why should we study on computer games? How does game research begin? How to analyze a game and the relationship between games and culture. So first of all, why study games? For me, I think it is necessary to study on an activity has at least 2 billion people playing right now. As the newest major media form, game is worth more money than cinema or music. Same with movie and music. Games involving major intellectual questions, which we will talk about it later. And also, games are fascinating. The second point is, when does people started to study on games? The earliest research on games was around digital games and violence, such as GTA. A lot of parents have objection first, and then the professors published reports about violence games. Against their view as a university student sounds insolent, so let's hear what Dr. Mark Johnson said in lecture.
Early research, which tended to not be all that sound, it has to be said, was focused on this idea, particularly in the US, that violent games were kind of training grounds for real-world violence. The idea being, if you shoot a bunch of pixelated zombies in Doom, you're more likely to go and shoot up a school, for instance. However, although this research existed, like I say, was very alarmist and quite kind of moral panic focused in its nature, a lot of other research taking place at the same time instead argued, well, no, there doesn't seem to be any real link here.
See? So I think violence in game might not good for children and teenagers, but it's not a direct cause to turning kids bad and savage. The third point is how we evaluate a game. There are two indicators to score a game, ludology and narratology. Ludology can be known as playability, game mechanic and interaction by players, like reactions of control and imagery. For example, game earlier like Super Mario, the 2D game from third perspective, with only forward, backward movements and jumps. And Mario looks like a criminal in news with mosaic. Then look at the games now, 3D video with first-person perspective and more actions. That's the evolution of ludology. Narratology is the plot of the game, like plot of the movie. Does the storytelling attractive enough? Playing a single-player storyline game is like acting the chef actor in the movie, extremely relevant to the player's experience. So, games should be analyzed like any other creative or media work as a combination of aesthetics, design, script, and ideas to become a work of art. So, the narratology lead out our last point, the relationship with culture. Games now also has meaningful plot like movie, but unlike other digital culture elements, the plot is moving by players' control, which make players immerse themselves into characters deeper, so they can understand social issues reflected by game better. That's all for the video of game as an element of digital culture. Thank you guys for watching.